You need a level in order to continue doing this because they cracking down. Because I ain't had no license, no nothing at first. And I'm like, you mean a license, like a police license? Like, I don't want that.
What are jobs that you notice that inmates who get out, what are some of the go-to jobs for those who are probably watching this and are fresh out that they should be trying to apply for? Or become?
Depending on what you can do, there's a lot of, believe it or not, there's a lot of go-to jobs. But the key is not who you know. I mean, what you know is who you know. You know what I'm saying? For most people and shit. Like, I ended up getting into security. Imagine that shit. You know what I'm saying?
You became the law. you became the law.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? After all this time of hating the police and all this type of shit, me being a security guard, it was like the only thing I could find that can fund what I needed to do. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I end up getting my gun license back. You know what I'm saying? After fighting for that and this, that, and the third. You know,
someone had asked, how did you do it?
How did I do it?
Get your gun license.
I got pardoned and shit by the nigga we all love to hate.
There you go. Texas is a gun-loving state, so it just fell in line. It just
fell in line. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He gave me my freedom and shit. I turned around and showed that I can walk that path and shit without getting any trouble, that I turned over a new leaf. They turned over my gun paperwork back. So, I mean, get what you pay for. So for those who say you can't, there's no such thing as you can't. That's right. It's all about what you really want out the deal. You know what I'm saying? So,
and when you mention security, you're saying it's who you know. Someone put you into that?
Yeah, somebody put me into that. Because they were just like, nigga, you always fighting and shit and do this, that, and the third shit. You good with your hands. You're a big old dude and shit. Actually, George Lopez.
Shout out G-Lo.
Shout out
T-Town Music.
So he was just like, yo, my partner got a bunch of restaurants and shit that need security. He said, all you'll be doing is standing outside and shit, you know, wearing a suit, this and that. And somebody acts up, beat their ass, get them the fuck out of there. It went from that to doing clubs, from doing clubs to doing apartment buildings and shit like that. And it was just like, look, you need a level in order to continue doing this because they cracking down. Because I ain't had no license, no nothing at first. And I'm like, you mean a license, like a police license? Like, I don't want that shit. You know what I'm saying? It was like, nah, bro, it's just a license saying that you a license to carry, saying you license and shit to do this, that, and the third. And I was just like, I don't know about that. Let me look into it. So after looking into it and shit, I said, okay. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, you can't cheat the system. There's people you can go through, you know what I'm saying, if you pay, you know what I'm saying, that'll jump over some hoops for you, do all the paperwork, do all the classes for you and shit, and you ain't gotta go through that, and you'll get your level 2. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. That's real, and I think you even kind of graduated to, you know, securing for, you know, VIPs and, you know, very important people. So you kind of made it to a level.
Yeah, I made it to a level where I can protect anybody. You know what I'm saying? So I do bodyguard work. I do all kind of stuff. Because I had people coming to me and stuff, and you already know I'm in the limelight and shit. So everybody like, hey, let me holler at you. You know, I got such and such coming in town and shit. What can I pay you and shit to watch his back? Ooh, I was like, shit, let me get this, let me get that. You know what I'm saying? Come to find out what I was asking for was chump change. Just looking at me laughing like, don't even sweat it. We got you.
I don't know if that's a down south thing or I don't know, maybe the East Coast, West Coast move a little faster, but we always be humble with the price. And they be like, no, it's okay, man, we got you. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm asking for too much and shit, so I'm like scared to really say what I want. You know what I'm saying? They come to find out, they laughing at me like, boy, that shit ain't nothing, bro. And shit, we got you and shit.
Prison Stories 101. Man, it seems like it don't make sense if I ain't bringing Ice Gizzle back in the building, man. Once again, You know, you've only been enlightening this channel to things that go on. A lot at first, a lot of people was trying to, you know, question if your knowledge and where you actually serve, but slowly but surely, those that have started coming in and confirming these stories that you're telling. But with that being said, man, how your spirits? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm breathing, man. How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing all right. First and foremost, you know, everybody always comments on your outfits, man. They always be like, man, this boy Gizzle coming through with some nice little fits, man. Do you be seeing those comments?
Yeah, I'll be seeing them, man. I appreciate the love, man. It's like I've been gone so long. I'm so used to dressed in the same outfit every damn day, creasing it up and shit, that shit, I done fell in love with getting dressed every day. Even if I'm just going to the store, I'm finna get G'd up and soldier now, you heard me and shit, because I don't want to waste nothing.
Yeah, it's funny because a lot of inmates who are released having to not pick their clothes or wear the same thing every day, I do see them being more stylish than most. Like they get out and they kind of, not say go overboard, but they be like, man, listen, I wasn't able to dress for X amount of years.
Yeah, man. It's a trip how the simple things in life you never pay attention to become your go-to and shit when you go through a situation. You know what I'm saying? Some of the smallest things that you don't even think about, a person after so many years of missing it, not seeing it, not hearing it, not smelling it. Once you get out and shit, you run right to it and shit. And it's just like a breath of fresh air, you know?
Exactly. I see you have a scar on your shoulder, man. Is that what war wound is that from? Is that in prison or out of prison?
Nah, this is out of prison, man. They made me go get a job when I first came out and I was in the halfway house, right? So I worked for this spot called Western Extrusions out there in Carrollton. And it's funny you say that. Super Bowl Sunday, a year and a half ago, well, almost 2 years ago, Super Bowl Sunday and shit comes along and shit, and I'm off. We do 12-hour shifts over there. And this place makes steel. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing but steel and concrete in this whole building, whole factory, right? So there's like, hey, you want some extra hours? I'll throw them to you. Because we got a lot of people want to watch the game. I ain't too much into it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit, fuck it. I ain't gonna pass on no bread. That's time and a half. Let's get it. Man, I wasn't there 3 hours and shit. And I'm walking down the conveyor belt. And the entire ceiling fell in on me, bro. Wow. Nothing but steel and concrete. Wow. And for some reason, I was able to crawl from up under it. Yeah. My whole arm swelled up like I was looking like He-Man for real. You know what I'm saying? On one side of my body, you know? So I went to the manager on duty. I was like, man. And they was like, what the fuck happened back there? I said, I don't know. It just fell on me. You know, they went back there and it was like, you came from up under there? And I'm like, yeah. It's like, get the fuck out of here. I said, I swear to God, man, I was under that shit, man. This happens to be the one place in here that doesn't have cameras. So me fighting it in court and shit was some crazy ass shit. You know what I'm saying? They tried to say that my wounds were self-inflicted and that they was already here before. So in the end, though, they ended up paying for my surgery. I had to get a rotary cup redone and some shit like that. So that's where this scar come from. They lied and said, oh, once we do the surgery, you won't even be able to tell. There won't be a scar there and shit. Look at it.
They always say that. Wait, so you try to fight for more than just them paying for the surgery, for workers' comp or something? They denied it?
They gave me workman's comp as long as I was fighting, but keep in mind, this could have went on for 5-6 years. You know what I'm saying, in court. I'm fresh out of prison, bro. I ain't got time for that, bro. I got to pick myself up, dust myself off, and get to the bag. Do something for myself. Me sitting at home moping and shit with a slang on and shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't going to work. They say I couldn't work. They say I couldn't do none of this shit. You got motherfuckers out in my yard taking pictures and shit. I'm trying to mow my grass and shit. And they like, you can't do that. So keep in mind, I'm just getting out of the halfway house, bro. In between this bullshit, and had just got my apartment and shit. I lost everything because I couldn't keep up. Them giving me $530-something and shit a week didn't do it for me. It didn't. It didn't do it for me.
Yeah, that ain't no real
Rent was $1,200. You know what I'm saying? I just got a whip. You know what I'm saying? Insurance and shit. Paying $700 something for, man, it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, fuck y'all. Y'all can have it and shit. Cause I'm still telling my lawyer, like, how long is this shit gonna take? Oh, if you just be patient, you got millions coming to you. Do I really, bro? I'm gonna be a bum and shit before the shit come. Y'all gonna come chase me up on the bridge and shit. Oh, we got your check. We got your check finally. I've lost my mind and shit.
9 years later.
Yeah, 9 years later, man. Fuck that show. I just moved on, man.